Mic check, mic check. This thing is loading up. All right, so we're live. Tyra, this here is not going to be too long. Just a few observations based on most recent days. I'm going to start with today, October 24th, 2023. Tyra, you said I always have shooters around me. I am a shooter. So I'm going to repeat that. Tyra said today, sometime within the afternoon, quote unquote, I always have shooters around me. I am a shooter. Tyra, or excuse me, end quote. Tyra, you are still under felony indictment, felony bond. So for you to say that, I want to say thank you. And I will be, yo, what's up, Chris Dawes? Tyre, I will be making sure that IMPD is well aware that you say, quote unquote, I always have shooters around me. I am a shooter, end quote. Tyra, you think this is a game. You don't think you're getting lined up right now, right? So all I'm doing, or all we're doing rather, is we're giving you rope, and you're tying that rope around your neck, Tyra, and sooner or later, I am going to be the one to kick that chair from underneath you, right? Clint Eastwood, hang 'em high. The second thing I grabbed from you today was you said, "Real men don't wear other men's shoes." Quote unquote. Tyra said, "Real men don't wear other men's shoes." First off, Tyra, the shoes that you wear, as we've seen you in that news report a couple of years ago, you wear your shoes backwards, left foot on the right foot, and then right foot on the left foot. And even so, when you wear another man's shoes, we know you're really wearing Kenny's shoes, man. And you go to shoe carnival at that. Yo, real shit. Are you seriously wearing Kenny's shoes right now? Let me read the chat real quick. Did you even really go to Tyra House? It's just paranoid. That could have been Jim exposing Kim. We don't know who that was. D Rizzo made a very good point a couple weeks ago, and I think it was one of his posts, not his community wall. D Rizzo made the excellent observation. Tyra makes so many enemies on YouTube, usually those who are in 1 to 2, 3, 4 hours proximity of him. Tyra doesn't know where it's going to come from. So whether it be someone who knock him off and end his life, or it's someone who puts hands on him, Tyra doesn't know where it's going to come from. And dare I say, D Rizzo really hit the nail on the head, because this could have been Tyra from like the last 10, 15 years, right? We're talking about Pargo, we're talking about Brightwood, we're talking about people in Gary, we're talking about people in Fort Wayne. Could be dudes in Ohio. Remember, Tyra says he was involved in a shootout. Two dudes ran up on him and started busting at him, and then the cop was around the corner. It was all on camera. So Tyra has a lot of enemies in Indianapolis. So Tyra doesn't know where it's going to come from. Um, Third thing I picked up today is Tyra says, what did he say? Oh, sorry, he didn't say this. One thing I observed. Tyra, I really want to know, how much is that SSI check that Don is getting? How much is that SSI check that Mama Henson is getting? And I also want to know, in regards to that check that Mama Henson is getting, how much is the state and or the federal government paying Donna to take care of Mama Henson? And of those three income streams, is it fair to say, Tyra, that you're taking a majority of it, if not all of it? Like, how many times have you pointed a gun at Mama Henson to get that SSI check, right? Because you say you keep receipts on everything. How about we see where that check is being cashed? Whose bank account is that being cashed into? How many times have you taken Donna's SSI check and bought guns? How many times have you taken Donna's pills, whether it be Oxy for her hip, or it may be some other form of painkiller or some type of other perk? How many times have you been selling them Donna's pills out the back door, Tyra? Real shit. Man up. You say you don't lie. You say you ain't got nothing to hide. So if you could explain to us, Tyra Jamel Moore, out of Donna's painkillers or her perks for her bad hip, and or the medication that Mama Henson gets, and or either of the women, if not both of their SSI checks, how much is actually going to the intended recipients versus your drugs, cocaine, alcohol, cigarettes, and or gun obsession, right? So perhaps you could fill us in on that. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna flip through my notes because while I'm at work, I'll be taking notes on Tyra. So I'm gonna go back to October 18th. Um, Tyra was talking about he's about to have a barbecue trailer franchise. Tyra, come on. You really think between Jim, myself, Rizzo, you really think you're gonna get that bird off the ground? That shit ain't gonna fly, Tyra. Come on. For you to have a barbecue trailer franchise, you actually gotta not necessarily incorporate, but you're probably better off forming another LLC. Look what happened to the last LLC that you try to get up off the ground. That was off the ground for what, less than a year, and that bird got his wings clipped, right? I don't know who exactly did it, but I definitely know somebody within the troll community clipped them wings. You also said, what you said? I'm just checking on my notes real quick. Report tower, yeah. Paint shop, body shop, snow removal. Yeah, you say you do all of that. So you got a paint shop, you do a body shop in your garage, you do snow removal, you do like body work and all this. So I'm just trying to figure out, Tyra, this is you operating businesses without a license. Are you paying state tax? Are you paying federal tax? Again, you say you keep records of everything, but we can't see, at least I haven't seen, any type of business receipts. If you're going to have a paint shop, you got to buy paint, you got to buy material, you're going to have disposal fees, you're going to have, what do you call that shit? The paint thinner, you're going to have acetone. Like, don't you have petty cash on hand? Like, you don't have an accountant. Donna can't be your accountant. She's upstairs. I've never seen an accountant like be at the microwave that much. It's not Mama Henson because she could barely move. So I'm trying to figure out how you run a legit business without an accountant. No CPA, no CMA, nothing like no PGA, Professional Golf Association. You ain't got no type of accountant on you, Tyra. So as far as you running a business, man, that's pure bullshit. Let me just check through my notes here again, see what else I got written down in your last couple days. Did I write anything down? Yeah. I don't want to get into it too much, but Tyra, I'm gonna save it for oh yeah. I'm gonna talk about you being a bad father. If not tonight, I have it here in my notes. I'm gonna put on my whiteboard, but I'm gonna make notes about and I'm gonna break down how you are a horrible father. So don't blame Darius for where he is now. Blame yourself, right? Don't blame Darius for where Darius is now. Blame yourself. I'm gonna talk about your drug use, Tyra, because I have a good feeling I know what type of drugs you were on, aside from marijuana. Definitely alcohol, but I think there's a little bit of you and Darrell might be closer than you think. What else do we got here based on my notes? There's one particular gentleman you mentioned, and I actually did some research on him. So Pargo isn't the only person's name you're really throwing under the bus. So because you're so high or drunk, you really just don't realize how loose you're talking. But I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna get with some other trolls, and we're gonna get in contact with some people, and you might hear a at your door because you're out here talking crazy about people who are true to the game. Check some of my other notes. Check my notes. Did I make more notes about you, Tyra? I know I did stuff about politics and shit, but yeah, I did. Nope. I don't think I made notes about you on this page, but I think I have enough. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna hit on you for being a bad father. We gonna touch on that Fleece Johnson type shit, and yeah, it ain't gonna be a lot long when I'm about to wrap this shit up. I gotta actually go to work tomorrow. But Tyra, just be advised. I will be making some more videos about you. I encourage you to keep making death threats, keep making gun threats and/or suggestions during the day, and I'm confident you are going to get a within the next couple of days. All right, Tyra. So keep it up, keep up the craziness, and again, it's going to be happening real soon. So good night, Tyra. I know you sleep on the couch. You don't go upstairs to sleep in your separate room from your roommate, Donna. Both y'all sleep on foam mattresses. Um, if you feel that I've offended you by stating that you and Donna sleep on separate foam mattresses, prove me wrong. please prove me wrong, Tyra. And I'm about to hop up in my Serta. It is a queen size Serta. What is this model called? What is it called? The Amalfi, Amalfi, and it's a pillow top, and it's a queen. I bought this thing about 4 or 5 years ago, so I'm about to replace it. And yeah, I mean, that's why Donna, when she leaves the house, you think that she's at her daughter's place. She just not trying to get her back broke out on a foam mattress. How you doing, Tanya? I'm about to jump off here, Tanya. It's now near my bedtime. But yeah, Tyra, I got plenty more work to do on you. I got to do a little bit more research. I got to print off some notes, do a little bit more research on this other dude aside from Pargo, who you really stepped in it. And I think you opened up a whole can of worms because when I did make contact with someone within your city, um, I think you just opened up yourself for some serious liability here. But I'm gonna touch back on that probably on the weekend. And thank you very much for your time, everybody. Tari, you're a bitch, and you're going to jail. Have a good night, everybody. Ooh, motherfucking week. Yo, and you mentioned Jokey. Yeah, why you gonna bring a Jokey and Chucky back into this? I hope you know what you man. Ain't nothing I can tell you. You keep calling Jokey's name, Tyra. You keep calling Jokey and Chucky's name, but hey, it's your cross to bear, not mine. Finax. Have a good night.